In the afternoon.
That's right. In the afternoon. That's where the Aquarius go to be in the know. That's right. We'll have to find some news today because, like, I've been busy, so I haven't looked at the news or anything like that. So we'll have to find some fishy news. And I have been so busy that I have not even gotten to watch anybody lately. I try so bad to jump in there and say at least, hey, give my like, say hi to everybody, and then poof, gone again. So
I've been a mess, so.
About all I can do.
What's up, Yellowstone?
Right? Bigfoot, fish tanks. A mystery snail guardians. Miss Lori.
Snailed it.
Hey, Keystone Clash. Who's behind the Keystone Clash? Who's running that one?
I can't remember the name, but I think it's something simple. Scott.
Is it Scott? Glassbox Swimmers. Jenny Lynn.
Hi, Gruntail.
Liquid Rock. What's up? The Nano Aquarium guy. Mexicali Fish Keeper. What's going on? My phone just beeped at me. Beep, beep, buzzed. Beep, beep.
I thought I heard something.
Yeah. Levi Meese. Hi. So we've got to keep it on the good language, family oriented, even though it's in the evening, because I may have some students now watching.
Uh-oh.
So yeah. The Nano Aquarium. Hey George, how's the birthday going so far? What do you mean, George? Whose birthday? Stephen P. Hello. I'm so loud, y'all. I'm so sorry. Vanoski Fish. Hello. Haven't been here in a while, but why is it later in the day now? Well, Levi, it's not normally in the evening, but I'm working now again. And so when I'm working and the time slot is open, then I'm streaming. So at about 4:15. And it depends on the school that I'm at, whether it's like 3:15 or 4:15. But otherwise, it's going to be at same normal time in the mornings, like on Christmas break, or if there's a day that I don't have a sub, we are still having and holding my time slot in the morning. But while I'm having to work, I'm having to scoot in here when there's not a live going and jump in here and give y'all a little bit of the aquatic morning show in the evening, though.
In the afternoon.
That's right. Serengeti Nana. Hey, what's up?
Serengeti Nana.
That's right. Crown Tail, hello.
Oh, it's Mexicali Fish Keeper's birthday, Jess.
Oh my goodness. What the heck? Well, Mexicali Fish Keeper.
50, the big 5-0, man. Congratulations.
Wow. Happy birthday from the Aquatic Morning Show.
Happy birthday to you. It's your day. Don't throw it away. I've come to celebrate in a big way. Another year, so come on and cheer. It's the birthday last frontier. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. We're having a good time, making me feel fine. I wish the day would never come to an end. So come on and party, and one day you will see that it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to
you. Mock 389. Hello. Aqua Balls. Hello. Let's see. Dee Dee. What's up, Dee Dee? Dee Dee's been cooking her rear off, y'all. Cooking up a storm, she said. Let's see. Fanatical. British DOS. What's up? What's up, you guys?
We got quite a few people in here.
Yeah. So did we find out that Scott's behind the Keystone
I did not
Clash?
see a reply.
Scott.
Yet.
Is that you behind Keystone Clash? I need to know. It's important. No, it's not important. I need to know. I'm nosy. 50 is a nice milestone. Yeah. Yeah.
We are simply Keystone Clash. No specific name behind the channel, as it will be ran by multiple committee members.
Well, who is it right now? How about that? That's like the Christmas Fish Fam Christmas. There's a bunch of people behind it. Who's behind it right now? Dave Farrell, hello.
It's a secret, Jess.
The secret. Come on now. No secrets. I don't like secrets. No secrets. No. No. No secrets.
So you didn't stream yesterday, correct?
I did not stream yesterday. Nope. Gabriel's Glass Box. Hello. Nope, I didn't stream yesterday. I have a sub job every day this week. And you guys have met my friend John. That's the ichthyologist, the zoologist guy that lives right down the road. That's also a deputy that works with my husband. His wife, Heather, is a teacher, and I have her class for the next 3 days. So it's kind of fun. And they were superior, Heather, if you're watching. So they were good, except for 2 of them, but I'll tell you about that later. How many subscribers do you need to be able to attend Aquashella as a content creator? Ooh, I can't tell you that. That's a secret.
Yeah, there you go.
How about that? It's a secret.
You basically just got to submit the little form, and then you'll find out. They'll let you know.
I don't know. That's a question for Science Gal Aquatics, Carrie.
Because I think there's 2 different schools of thought or way that it's kind of looked at.
Yeah.
You have your featured creators,
right?
Which that's not us.
Right. Not yet, anyway.
It's not us. And then you have the content creators or the other creators, whether it's TikTok or YouTube or whatever platform for the creators.
Right.
You fill out the form and they'll let you know if there's badges waiting for you.
Right. Yeah. And most of the time,
I love shrimp.
Not a big deal, right? I mean, if you're promoting Aquashella, I mean, you know.
Yeah, I mean, there's some requirements, weren't there? Like, I don't know what they all were because I knew I was going to be at Jadwin Aquatics booth.
Well,
I don't know
what. Could be wrong, but I want to say that the last one was 500. Was it 1,000? Maybe it was 1,000. Maybe you had to be monetized. But. There's always a but. Just gonna say that
I've always managed to have a badge when I go to
always an exemption,
except for the very first one in 2019. Ever since then, I've had a badge, whether I'm there as a volunteer for the shrimp contest, a judge for the shrimp contest, or having a vendor's table, which gives me also a vendor's badge.
Yeah, there's a form. There you go. And what benefits do content creators get from Aquashella?
Free entry,
Free entry,
and you get to go to the creators'
booth,
little dinner
and
and
the
meeting
things,
thing,
and the
meet and
yeah,
greet.
right. And then just being out there, meeting new people, meeting new vendors.
The chance and the opportunity to be there, and they say, "Hey, come up here and join us on this live or whatever it is."
Right. What do you need to attend as a groupie?
I think the best part of it is just being able to network with everybody and
Yeah.
see them in person, and not
Right.
with a screen between us.
Right. Yeah. There's a word I'm looking for, trying to think of, and it's just not coming to my brain. But just being there. I mean, it's fun for one. Second, you get pulled into doing things if you want.
Yeah, I like what Steven says. Your willingness to help out with the labor at Creator Booth goes a long way.
Yeah.
Less about the benefits and more about contributing to the community.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. There you go,
Yeah,
Steven.
I mean,
Thank you.
I mean, when I went my first one in 2019, it was just incredible to me because I went as a fanboy, but it didn't take but
As a groupie.
yeah, I went as a groupie, but it didn't take but 15 or 20 minutes of standing in the hotel lobby and then connecting with Stephen Conroe, which I recognized, and we started chatting. The next thing you know, I'm sitting at a table with all kinds of creators that I didn't even know. Amber, Joseph, Tiffany White. I mean, just everybody. And
Right.
then next thing you know, I'm eating dinner with everybody, Lucas and all Fishy Biz.
Yeah.
And I was a nobody.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of gone from there.
This time, who did we get to sit with?
Oh, I got to sit with Dean, Master
Not just
Dean.
you. Not just you. I did too.
It's just me that I have the picture of, so that's all that matters.
Because I took it. I took the picture.
I know.
It's hard to be in the picture if you take the picture.
I mean, how long was it, Jess? I'm sitting there. It was like almost 45 minutes
It
of
was.
dinner before I went,
Yes.
"Ooh, I'm sitting next to Dean."
Yes, it was. Yep. In fact, I think he got up for a minute and you looked at me and said, "Do you think it's okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's okay." Big J, hello. Luke Wayne, hello, how are ya? Jessica got a pair of nice discus. Did you see? No, I didn't. They are proven breeders to take them away from the babies. All right. Are they, what kind are they? Just that doesn't count. Taking the picture doesn't count. Yeah, clearly.
Hey, Stephen P., I'm going to use my TDS meter. I haven't
Look,
thrown it
mine's
away
blue
yet.
too. I have a blue one too. I haven't used mine in a while, but not for any reason. Just I haven't been doing as many water changes.
I basically tore this tank apart. I took
Why?
everything out because I had a basically algae bloom. I mean, it just hair, algae, everything I didn't want in the tank. And I knew that it was going to take me longer to do water changes and progressively, manage it than to take everything out with all the shrimp in there. Trust me, I was taking out little pieces of Sawasser tank one by one. So it's been a long process, but I have so many babies that I don't want to do anything too crazy, but I want to get it reset.
Yeah. I understand.
When you get to it, you get to a point with shrimping sometimes where your tank, it looks like it's doing well, but then your shrimp start disappearing.
Yeah.
And you have to chase problems. And so for me, when it starts getting to that point, I'm more comfortable with almost doing a complete reset and about a 50% water change. And that usually cleans everything up and gets my shrimp going again.
Yes. Been there, done that.
How often do I calibrate the pH tester? I have not yet, But if I'm going to use one of those digital pH meters, I'm going to make sure it's calibrated every use, if that makes any sense. So I'm working on putting together a video, and I know everybody may or may not know how to do it already, but I want to do a little video showing how to make the different buffered pH test waters to calibrate those pens, because I think it's easier than what we make it seem. It's just a little bit of a pain in the butt up front.
Yeah, that would be a good, because remember when I made it the first time and I had to call you and I was like, it's not rising. And then, oh my God, it's too high. I put too much.
I have one, when I just read it, Stephen P., it was at 138. But I'm also, if you see right here, I'm refilling it. I took out about half of the water and I'm refilling it with straight RO water. So the reason I'm keeping an eye on the TDS is so that I know when I need to add a little bit of minerals, because I already know when my TDS gets too low, it's not very good for my shrimp, because I had a buried shrimp that lost berries because the TDS was only at 83. Not enough minerals in the water, so she started losing her berries. Ever since I corrected it and got it back up to 140, between 140 and 150,
Yeah.
she held her berries.
Sweet. I've never heard you call it that before, her berries.
Well, they're not shrimplets yet. They're just little berries.
That's true. That is true. I've just never heard you call them berries. Always eggs. George, do you have a video on your discus? I'm looking, but I don't see a individual video on your discus. I have a tripod, you guys. I have a tripod, but I lost my clicker for it. And yeah.
Mexicali's birthday, Bunny.
I need to get another one.
He's fitty.
Silver Creek. Hello, hello. Yeah, I was pulling up. How often do you calibrate your pH tester? pH.
Like I said, I would do it before every use if I used one. Right now, I just use the little test.
Wait, why would you do it? I mean, that would be aggravating if you had to calibrate it before every use. That is
not if you have the
headache.
Solutions already, and that's my whole thing.
A headache, though.
You just create the solutions and keep them in a bottle, and then you have your 4.0, your 7.0, and your 9.0, whatever the different buffer ratings are, and then you put the pen in there and you calibrate it at those different ones every time, and that's it. But I'd much rather do that and know that my pH pen is reading accurately than not do it and use my pH pen and be focused on getting bad readings, if that makes sense.
Chris Howell, it's great to see you and alive too. Aqua balls, nice pair. You get a mix of blues and the orange, but look out for peppering bars on the fry. I want pigeon blood. I just want the ones that Kenny used to use for his logo, I think. Those are the ones I want. Those pigeon bloods. But I don't have anywhere to put them right now. So, does anybody know how to delete all your YouTube videos at once or make them private? Not at once. You have to go through individually. Why? Why you want to do that?
It's a lot easier on the YouTube side or the YouTube studio side to do that, because you can get all of your content in one screen and just go edit it, quick edit to make it private, make it unlisted right there without having to go into each individual video.
Luke Wang agrees with you. I always calibrate my pH probe, the TDS probe and refractor before each use. Otherwise, how can you be sure?
That's a good point. And like I said, I've kind of learned the hard way by not doing things. So I'm trying to incorporate more, I guess, technical aspects into my fish keeping or shrimp keeping, aquarium keeping, just because I think it's going to help me in the long run.
Look, it's Dee Dee and a Christmas tree.
Oh, that's party! I saw that on Facebook.
How cool! I hadn't even started.
Well, this is always made. All I did was pull it out the storage. It's only pieces of 2x4. So.
It looks like a full Christmas tree. It looks 3D.
It does.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
I never took it out to the shed this year.
Buy me some shirts with sleeves.
He would cut it out, Bunny.
No, I kind of laugh. You know, I know nobody realizes it, but my wardrobe is still being rebuilt from the house fire. So it's not like if I have a winter collection or fall collection anymore. I have what I have. Most of them sleeveless.
Hey, whatever you like too. And
right.
There's a good thing about not having so many.
What's that, Dee Dee?
It's a good thing to not have so many. That way you don't have all this stuff you never wear because you have too much junk. You can't get to it because you forget about it.
I've got so much clothes in my closet just packed in there, but I can't ever find a damn thing to wear.
Exactly.
Oh,
we just purged over here.
Yeah, I mean,
Later, Mark 389.
It feels good to purge too.
Yeah.
I just shared the 45-second video on Facebook Massager. That's why I read it, because I thought that'd be Ooh, what's that website?
All right, George, I'm going to look.
Yo, I did some stupid little shorts, and there was nothing to them, like 5 seconds, 4 seconds. And one of them, let's see. One of them got, I should go in the other category. 3.2 thousand views.
Wow.
For nothing.
That's great.
And the other one got 1.9 thousand.
Santa Doo-Doo.
It's like, what the heck? And all these videos that you work so hard on, you get 149 views and yay!
Exactly.
Yeah,
Definitely.
then you could put a video out of just your substrate and post it on there, and that gets like thousands of views. And it's like, I didn't post anything.
Yeah, I got almost 2,000 views from water going in a fish tank.
Wow. What did you name it though? What did you name the title of it?
Fill her up.
Yeah, that's it. It's the title. And see, I can't come up with good enough titles.
The thing is, by the time you realize you don't want to look at it, it's already over.
Right, exactly.
You've already viewed it.
Exactly. It's the title that does it.
I had only like 4 seconds long.
What are you doing, kid?
There it is.
And I did another one called The Tunnel of Love, which all I did was I balled up some PVC. Tubing.
They were telling me to look behind me.
So I could make a U, and I connected 2 small tanks together for the shrimp to crawl back and forth.
Awesome.
And I called that Tunnel of Love, and that's the one that got 3.2 thousand views. The only thing that's gone through it so far has been the snails.
Aw.
Now, when I had it in the fish tanks, the fish would go through it all the time.
Leave Rainy alone.
So I just put it in there, so maybe they'll get used to it. And
this is my
if I drop food on the other side, maybe they can smell it and go get it.
Jeremy.
Steven said he used the word orgy in the title, and it did well.
Yeah, exactly. The video that I did that I said, I named it Sexy and You Know It. Yeah, like thousands of views.
Yeah.
And it was just on a it was on that shrimp, that saltwater shrimp I had.
Sexy
I mean,
shrimp.
nothing, but you name it,
That's
something
why I
like
want
that.
sexy shrimp, so that way I can do a video on sexy shrimp and see how many views I get.
I mean,
I did one on
I
the
guess you
female
gotta name
guppies,
everything.
and I
You
called
gotta
them
name-
sexy ladies, and they got a lot of hits too.
Yeah, I guess you gotta name it something dirty, I guess, or for it to do good these days.
Yeah, but they are sexy. They're pretty.
Yeah. Dennis Christensen, what's up?
Hey,
What's
the
up?
males are always trying to hit them, so I mean, they must be doing something.
Right?
Everybody's always pre-hit in my tank.
Oh gosh, you got to do one named that pre-hit.
Steven sends all his fish out pre-hit.
Right.
Hello.
Yeah, pretty much if they're breathing or whatever alive in a guppy tank, they pretty much pre-hit.
I hear the thunder, like big time. Waiting on a tornado though, right?
Oh Lord.
Yeah, we're having some really bad storms right now. I'm surprised my internet's not being goofy. Greg, what's up, Greg?
It's so hot here.
It is. It is hot. Y'all
It got warm here today.
Y'all should be getting the bad tornado stuff that direction too.
We've had the windows open for 3 or 4 days, even at night.
I don't know. We got so much water this past weekend on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Wow.
We haven't gotten enough rain to really do anything. See, George has sexy shrimp.
George, I can't find your video.
They're bringing sexy back.
Right? I see the Sulawesi short, but no, that's
Liquid
not...
Rock. Mine don't have music to them, I don't think. They don't last long enough to let the music play.
You ain't got practice, dude. No practice for you. Okay, wait. I was still looking for aqua balls, but it took me to his... Wait.
I have been so busy in this fin den. I have basically doubled most of my shrimps' water volumes.
Wow.
Either I did pick up a couple of 5.5 rimless, and they were in 2.5, so now they got a 5.5. You know what I mean? So basically about double. And I put the tanks together, and I got a few 10s going, and I got a 20 long going. It's cooking up some, some biofilm.
Stop.
So it's been get them ready, then move the shrimp. Now you empty that one out because I've had planaria, so I clean all the substrate out, put them in the boxes after I treat them with planaria overnight.
Top of that anyway.
Put them in the air boxes.
No,
like you do. So my substrate's in the air box, and that way, if I see a planaria, he can't run far. I can get him.
There you go.
Yeah, he got to work at it now. It's not easy for him anymore. So it's like,
planaria is like a bad word around here. So it's a worm.
Well, using
worm that goes in the
no planaria for me has made it more. I'm more comfortable treating my tank for planaria. Like with fenbendazole, I'm a little more timid to use it because I feel like that does more damage, as a whole, because it also kills some of your beneficial bacteria, and then your dead snails will cause an ammonia spike. So using the no planaria, I feel safer using it more on a maintenance kind of situation, to where like every 2 months or so, I might throw a scoop of no planaria, even if I see a tiny little bitty sliver of a worm, and I'm not sure if it's just a flat worm or a planaria. I'm still treating.
Well, Bunny asked, do they run? It's like, well, they'll be crawling up the side of the tank, and you turn around to get your turkey baster, and when you look back, they're gone. They are the fastest things. When they see you, those little things can slide on that tank so fast. You got to be ready when you go hunting for them things.
Okay, you guys.
I like to get them moving, and then as they're starting to roll up, I suck them up and pull them out like that. And put them
Usually,
in the jar.
I say, with as much as I've dealt with them, that once you see big ones, you already have a problem. So,
oh yeah, I get them little.
I try to make sure I don't get to there anymore, and I'm having better. Like I said, I'm more comfortable now using no planaria because it's natural, and it seems to not damage the snail population too much.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't really have snails die from that either.
I sent to Papa Shrimp also.
Hang on.
And you have one of your students in here, Jess. LB Mouse said that you sub for his teacher.
Yes, I see that. Hey, LB Moose. What's up? Shout out. This is Bob's discus. Yes, crown tail half moon. No,
I just feed my planaria high-end Caradinas. Grant thinks I might make a shadow panda colored planaria. I know, right? Isn't it weird how they
will because they got my first colony of blue panda things, the black and blue.
Pretty.
And when you saw planaria go across the tank, he had the prettiest blue underside you ever seen.
When I was at Jadrin's, we had a tank of Skittles shrimp. It was basically a bunch of coal shrimp. And when we found out it had planaria, it was weird because I looked at the planaria and there was like blue ones, orange ones, white ones. I was like, wow, that's weird.
Yeah, I went down from like 30-something shrimp to like 17. I didn't realize what a planaria could do yet. Because some people say, oh, they don't bother any. Oh, yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
So this is discus?
Yes.
Babies? Ooh. Those are pigeon bloods. Is that what that is?
And bendazole doesn't always kill invertebrates and
pigeon blood
levels at 1 milligram per gallon. And that's usually what I try to do. And it's really effective. It works on hydra and planaria, but no planaria, to me, it's just safer.
I've never my snails don't die either, but if I was going to treat a tank and I had mystery snails in there, I pulled them out, but the little pond snails, I've never seen any that actually died either.
Actually, Crown Tail, I have one crystal red shrimp that was kind of see-through in its body. I could tell it was having issues with the exoskeleton. The coloration wasn't right. It being clear is not something you should see. So I pulled it out of the tank with all of the other PRLs, put it in a quarantine tank, a little 2.5 gallon that I have up here. And I treated with Maricin.
Yeah.
And it seems to have finally, after it's been about 3 weeks now that it's been in that tank, and it seems to now start getting its shell back. Coloration, the discoloration is going away.
Cool.
And I learned that from Rob when I went up there to work at Flip Aquatics, when we started having issues or too many deaths in any of the aquariums, whether it was Caridina or Neocaridina, we treated with Maricin.
Do you quarantine your shrimp in what meds?
Yeah, that's, like I said, it would be Maricin. I'm comfortable.
That's the only one you ever use?
Yeah, and I use about half of what the recommended is. Like if it says you use 1 packet for a 10-gallon tank, then I use half of that for a 10-gallon tank when it's my shrimp.
I'm scared to do anything but put no planaria in shrimp tanks.
Well, I wouldn't have.
I struggle with them anyways.
I would have never have thought of it until I was there at Flip Aquatics, and those were the things that we used to treat the tanks when there was too many deaths in the tank. Every day, that's what I did, was go and count all of the dead shrimp in each tank. And if there was a tank that had 4 or 5 dead shrimp, we'd treat it with Maricin. Or if it was a Neo tank and it wasn't a bacterial problem, after we did the treatment with the Maricin, we treat with Turbo 700. Turbo Start 700.
LM Moose, LB Moose. What's a recommended mouse? Mouse. What's a recommended food for shrimp?
I'm gonna have to say Shrimp Envy Foods. That's the best foods that I've found. They get eaten up.
The brand.
I just happen to have some soy ahoy
from Garden of Eater. I didn't know Grant was making food now too.
Cat's Aquatics.
I don't know what this is because it didn't come labeled, but it came from Grant as well.
It's probably the snowflake style food.
And then I got some of this from KG Tropicals, the Cat's Aquatics. They love that too.
Yeah, her stuff is good.
They fight over that.
I know Shrimp loves Snello.
And of course, I got some bug bites for shrimpies.
Whoop, whoop. I love.
Then I have some of this samples.
Yep.
That they sent me, so I put it in a bottle and I sprinkle it over like baby food.
Yeah. Shrimp and bee.
And I've ordered me some Food Fight from Grant and Shelby.
Food Fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
What a name.
You know, it's like this, but it's different mixtures.
Is it the Shrimp Envy Food Fight?
Yeah.
Whatever Grant and Shelby sell.
Well, they sell Shrimp Envy also.
Yeah. And he's out of it right now, but he's going to send it in my next order because we both know there'll be another order.
Yeah, I think I want to like do a really more kind of in-depth video thing with the Shrimp Envy food since they offer so many different varieties. And like I said, I'm partial to the little guys, and I know that they're watching streams sometimes sitting there going, I'm rolling some shrimp sticks right now, or I'm packaging food right now. So, kind of love to give them support as much as possible, especially because my shrimp love their foods. And I don't care who it's from, but, I know their food other than Shrimp King foods and stuff that I've bought before. I know my shrimp love their foods.
Well, and a shrimp stick, they're so much fun to put in your tanks.
Yes.
Get covered like instantly.
I love shrimp sticks. I love them. I get some when I go to the Aquashellas.
Yeah, shrimp love bee pollen also.
Oh, I love bee pollen too.
And back in the before times, that was one of the ingredients that I was using to make my own shrimp food was bee pollens, also organic garlic, and spirulina. Those were the three main ones that I wanted to incorporate into my own food, but I never did it because I had a fire.
I just had to say, Papa Shrimp is the king and Miss Dee Dee's the queen.
I don't know that much, but I got my hands in so much mess. But I'm learning. But I do better with Caradina than I do Neos.
And see, I'm the opposite.
Isn't that weird, Dee Dee? Isn't that so weird?
I
struggle. I struggle with Neos.
So much better with Caradinas than I am with Neos. Neos are supposed to be easy.
I don't know why. Maybe my water's too soft. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm still learning. I'm having to relearn what I thought I knew about Neos. But what I'm finding to be the easiest thing that works is that I treat them like I did when I didn't know anything about shrimp keeping, and I buy fluval stratum and I put my shrimp in there.
And George, Mixon County says Neos don't like to be babied, and that's probably true. Because I put I had a 24-karat shrimp that looked green, so I threw it in with the guppies and stuff, and it's been in there for several weeks, and he's fine. He's an adult shrimp. I don't do anything to him, and he's just great. But I had some more turn green that I got from Grant, and so I said, because I also had them in with stardust. I said, is this possible? He said, no, it's probably from their food. And these little things, some of them are green. So that one was probably just food too. But he's in with the guppies now, and that's where he's going to stay. He's my canary.
There you go. Well, real quick, you guys, I need to play the Coffee Cup sponsors. Even though we're in the evening, we still give tribute to. Good.
Okay, guys, want to go? Come on, do you? Hey, glad you're here. The coffee's almost ready. Come on. That Mystery Snow Guardians. Thanks for making these clips for me to use in this video. There's always more room around the table for another friend to have a cup of coffee. If you want to join us, send an email to the aquaticmorningshow@gmail.com. Grab a cup, set a spell.
All right. Yay.
Yep.
All right, LB Mouse, thank you so much for being here.
And saying
well,
fish
I mean,
related
I
stuff.
can include you. Yeah, but they've got in this schoolroom, this class that I'm in, they have some axolotls that are brothers to the females that I have. So I get to see them.
Wow.
And they get to interact with them. So there you go. There's some common ground. Alex, what's going on? Coolie for Schoolie. How are you?
Who takes care of the axolotl tank?
Heather has got somebody designated to do that on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So they feed them. Yeah. I have to go to my notes to remember who it is. But they know. I tell you what, they run that classroom. They know, they know how it runs, what to do, when. I mean, it's like clockwork. The only problem is if they get too loud. And most of today was all right. So it was pretty cool. I'm enjoying it.
I get loud every once in a while, so I can understand.
Me too. Me too.
I remember when the most exciting thing at school was when somebody's dog came to the school.
Yes.
Not in the building and would come to the classroom, and everybody would want to pet him, and it would make the teacher so mad.
Or even a stray dog was out on the playground. Yeah.
Or they'd find out whose dog it was and like, little Jimmy, come and get your dog. And he would have to take it home and come back.
Yeah. I wish they would let me bring like the corgis. I mean, when the corgis hurt, you know?
It's too much of a distraction.
I know.
It is.
But
you can't help it.
But if they were there on a regular basis, they could be a stress reliever.
Well, it is less stressful to pet puppies and do your work. Oh, they have a Corgi Christmas movie on Hallmark this year.
Really?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go watch it.
I haven't seen it yet. I recorded it, but I haven't seen it.
Oh, sweet. Yes, I'll have to watch that tonight. My dog tries to get on the bus every time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But that doesn't make the bus driver too happy, though.
Wow. Yeah.
Bunny Viper, Jess, nice try. Hey.
Any excuse to bring the dogs. Or
Right?
You have to do a show and tell day when you're there.
Exactly. You know, I don't even know if they still do show and tell. Like, I don't even know if that's a thing anymore.
They did it when the kids were at homeschool.
Uh-huh.
Because like the very first day or so, everybody could bring a favorite toy, a pet or something, and hold it up to the camera, you know, and show. But that's just because they were home. I don't know if they did that in school or not.
Huh. I had to, well, I don't know. I can't do that. I don't have permit. I'm just saying I ought to video the axolotls with some of the kids in the classroom and do a short, but I can't do that. I can do the axolotls, but I can't record the kids.
Right.
That would have to be the school would have to do it. So not me.
Look, Bunny always had the best show and tell. She had her arm in a snake. She always has some stories to tell on her show and tell. Bunny has some very interesting stories. I don't even remember what I did on show and tell.
We used to do those little, class projects where we'd have to do a skit, kind of thing where we'd have to come up with some kind of product or whatever it was that we had to do and do a skit. Those were always my favorite because you'd have so much fun, using your imagination coming up with stuff.
Right.
And if we would have been smart and ahead of the times, we would have realized that was practice for when we had a YouTube channel.
But
yes, I didn't do very well on those things. As I always froze up. It's like I don't know what to do.
Yeah, me either. I like tried to stay as far away from those. Like either they say, okay, well, we're gonna do some role playing, and I'm like, put my head down on the desk and try to hide beside somebody else because I don't want to do it. But now look at me.
And I'm getting pretty good at role. Like us doing that parade, we were acting like we were there, and I was hollering awesome. Just like y'all could hear me and everything. Yeah. I don't know who was loud as me or Fox Ann.
Yeah. The DARE program, they do role playing.
Oh no, Jenny Lynn, there's a 55 behind the tree, a 20, and then my reptile cage behind it.
Is there a tree underneath those ornaments?
No.
Well,
or is it ornaments?
It's a piece of wood. Alone falling off.
You knock everything off trying to show it.
I'm gonna bring my camera.
Bruiser.
Whee!
It's
that's the backside.
Is it wire?
Oh, that's cool.
That's the lights.
Okay.
And it's 2x4s shaped like an egg.
Wow.
And it's got screen around it. So it's only the depth of however many balls I keep putting on top of each other.
Roxanne, you are loud too.
Uh-oh. My chair's going to break.
What that was about. I hear Landon hollering, bad, 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 bad. So, I bet. I'll tell you what, I'll be right back before he does something bad.
Y'all probably going to watch me get dumped by this chair.
Oh, no.
He's fixed the wheel a couple times. But where it spins around, I guess it has just kind of broken. So he somehow welded it with something that's not welding stuff, but it's a little bit lower than all the rest of the wheels. So if it ever comes off, it's probably just going to flip me. So sitting through a DARE presentation, you got to smoke one, right? Oh, Lord.
I didn't experience those when I was in school, but I know my kids did.
Kids did, yeah.
When they went through all of that stuff.
I'll
I'm
see.
so
Back
glad
when I
that
was,
all of my children now are grown. It's just weird because now it starts all over with the grandkids, and now the grandkids are starting school, and I think my grandson, he just started kindergarten, and my granddaughter, she's in pre-K. So we're going to start all over with all of that school stuff, but at least it's not me. It's not me directly that has to deal with it.
you see, back when I was in school, the kids that drove and hunted, they had their shotguns or whatever
Yep.
they went hunting
Oh,
with
yeah.
after school got out because they would go
Yep.
straight to the woods. They stayed on the gun rack,
Mm-hmm.
the windows down,
Yep.
because by then you had crank windows,
Yes.
and they stayed down if they wanted to leave them down. Nobody
Yep.
ever stole a rifle. They had a smoking area for the kids.
Yep.
Yep.
And so you had to hold your breath when you went through because it was like fumigator was in there. Oh, yeah. Those were the days.
I don't think it's politically correct these days to have the labels of the different types of cliques that hung out in school back in my day. Like the country western people were called ropers,
Yep.
and the long-haired rockers were called freaks. And
we had freaks.
the fuddy-duddies with the polos, and the penny loafers, they were the socials. You had all these different names, and I don't think it's PC to have those kinds of tags anymore.
No, oh no, that
And
would
I
be
was
like,
the little quiet thing that never said anything.
Everybody's too sensitive.
not me. I didn't. I was loud, just like I'm loud now, but I did not like to stand up in front of, like, if I knew that, like, I was loud around my friends and everything, but once I knew that there was like a crowd watching me, oh, I got quiet. And if I didn't know anybody, I was quiet. But if I knew you, it was over with. But now I don't care.
Well, I remember having to do book reports.
Yep.
And I didn't mind a book report because I like to read. And I didn't mind reading a paper that I wrote. Everything else that you had to stand up and do, I didn't want to do.
Right. Now, everything is on the computer.
Oh, yeah, you had the jocks group, too.
Yes, the jock group.
Cheerleader.
I was like a mix because I was a band nerd, I was a freak, I was a roper, social type. I've like mixed with everybody, but I was 2 years younger than everybody my age. So
wait, that doesn't make any sense. You were 2 years
In your
younger
class?
than everybody your age.
in my class, in my class.
I knew what you meant, but it was funny.
Right.
Yeah, because I graduated at 16, so I was ahead of everybody, but I was that smart kid, geeky band dude that was kind of cool because he played drums,
Right.
and everybody could cheat off of me. And hey, man, can you help me with my homework? And I'm like, okay, but
Oh, God, when I was in the second...
I was kind of like a chameleon in that sense, is that I fit in with everybody, but nobody in particular.
Yeah, I kind of blended too. In the second grade, they came up with what they called new math, which didn't make any sense how you did stuff. But a lot of the high school kids that rode the bus, they would have me do their homework on the drive home. I was in the second grade and I could do their homework. They couldn't.
I do band, still trying to learn my second song for the Christmas concert. Awesome.
I played the cornet and the piano.
I can't play anything. Can't play the first musical instrument at all.
Brooklyn Bell is slinging mud, doing some spackling on.
Oh, no.
Good. Get in there, girl.
She's always doing something like that.
Well, when you're renovating a house, it's always something to do.
Yeah. God, that's what I need to be doing, but I'm
And I know we've redone this whole entire house.
I'm going to put up Christmas stuff just to take it down in 30 days.
We have 2 original doors hanging on hinges. Everything else has been changed.
Really?
Yep, everything. From the roof
Anybody was
down.
in orchestra in school, played the big upright bass.
Oh, I can see her doing that.
I don't know.
Night, Ricky, Ratesh.
Right now. caliber jumped on her.
I'm sure there's a lot of people that play in the fish fam. Crown Tail says, but Jess, you can play the fool. Kidding.
All right, a fellow percussionist.
Woohoo! Who was that?
LB Mouse. Of course,
we know Stephen is the trombone.
I played in elementary and went on throughout all of my school years. I was in band. Even in college, I was in band. When I went to the Army, I ended up joining the Army band. When I got out, I started playing in bands. I've been in music my whole life.
Yeah, Bunny, I wanted the sax too, but they already had so many signed up they wouldn't let any more. And I think that was wrong because they designated how many instruments they needed, and whoever got the ones they wanted first, everybody else just had to pick something else. And so I ended up with the cornet.
I don't know what
I had the car club.
I always wanted to play the piano. Don't know why, but I did.
Yeah, there you go.
I felt like it was, I don't know. So, back in the day when young ladies were being brought up and they were educated, but they also could play the piano, it's like,
yeah, you had to have that.
Right.
Ballet or piano or something.
That's what I always had in my brain. I'm like, yeah, I just feel like that's what I need to do, but I never did it.
I used to at one time. I played the piano for the church for a few years.
Wow.
I mean, I was never that good at it, but I could practice and get out a few songs.
Code Cash.
I did teach myself to play the sax, though. I bought one of those books that had the CD in it that you could play along, and of course, I could tell if I was in tune or not, anyways. But
you're not supposed to be giving away your secrets, LB.
Hello, Patty.
Hey, Patty. Miss Patty.
Of course, I did end up liking the cornet,
Yeah.
But I wanted the flute, the clarinet, the saxophone. I started with the sax, nope. Flute, nope. Clarinet, nope. So,
flute would be cool too. Like
you can have a cornet or you can have a trombone.
But you gotta have lungs for them flutes.
I saw the Muppet Show when Buddy Rich went up there and played drums with Animal, and I said, I want to do that. And my mom was like, you want to be a drummer like Buddy Rich? I said, no, I want to be Animal. I did. And that was.
Yes, Patty.
Alex,
I have lots of blue balls here.
You're so right, Alex. I did play a recorder. I think everybody played a recorder back then.
Yes, it's a requirement. My son I had to go buy him, the spiral notebook and the crayons and the Kleenex and a recorder.
Yep. I don't even know where you could get a recorder these days.
They sell them at the music store for the kids.
Music store,
because
but
it's a requirement.
What did you get a recorder for?
Because they have to learn to play songs on this recorder. I don't know why, but it's a requirement. I guess that way the school still feels like it's contributing to the arts, because they've taken that away from a lot of kids.
Oh, where they might not be able to play during school days.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, we had to leave our classroom and go to band class back in my day. I didn't like the band teacher, though, at all.
Yes, I remember my run-ins.
Oh, see, Luke played the violin. That would have been a cool thing to have learned, too. But back in the day, violins weren't cool. Now, I wished I knew how to play them things.
And then I just remember Joey sitting in his bedroom practicing Three Blind Mice.
Yeah, I can't remember what my first song was either, but it was not very pretty. Nobody's is.
I was like, oh, I can't wait till he's done with this year.
Because you had to practice it like 300 times. At least nowadays with pianos, that they're electronic, so you can put the earphones on, and you don't have to hear the banging and stuff.
Yeah. All right.
Now, I did get Butterfly a little digital drum set.
Yeah.
Last year for Christmas, and that's pretty cool.
Digital drum set, like
it rolls out like a mat, like a rubber mat, and you got the little round drum tops.
Yeah.
And I think you might even have a foot pedal with it, but you got the drumsticks, and it sounds, decent for less than $100, and you roll it up and put it back away when you're done.
Back in the day, I used to say I would never ever go near an electronic digital drum set until I bought one myself.
How things work.
It was the best thing in the world because I could sit there, put on my headphones, and play my drums without making noise or bothering the neighbors, and I could change the sounds to where it could change all of the different drums and what they did.
Keyboards. I did play keyboard for a little while, but it was only because I had I had like the A, B, C, and D.
Yeah.
And so I had to buy the music that had that on it, So
well, when they had this, gosh, I was like in high school still. They had these new organs came out that had the rhythm built in, like the keyboards do now. But that was the first of its kind that I ever saw. But it only, you could only really run one octave with your left hand.
Yeah.
But usually you did the one finger thing, and it did the chord for you and the rhythm and all that stuff. So I got one that year for Christmas.
I also had to buy a $4,000 freaking xylophone for my son when he was in junior high so he could be in band.
Wow.
It was only, $100 something a month for 3.5 years.
Yeah, we did. They did that with our cornet too. I don't even know. I think it was like $200 some, but that was a very long time ago.
The cool thing was that when we had the house fire, my son's junior high band director was a kid. When we were kids, I gave him drum lessons. I taught him how to play drums. So him being my son's band director was really cool, but he did a really nice thing with all of the band parents to donate money for us to get a hotel room when we didn't have any place to live because our house caught fire. Well, at the end of that, when I was getting everything out of the house, the xylophone survived and I was going to sell it.
Wow.
But I ended up donating it back to his junior high and back to the band director for all of that nice, work that he did on putting a donation fund together. So that was kind of cool that, I spent all that money for the stupid xylophone, but at least I got to give it back to the school.
Yeah.
And to my buddy. Like I said, it was a weird turn of events how he ended up being my son's band director. And he called me up and he was like, "Are you Joey's dad from Sam Houston High School?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Do you remember me?" And I was like, "Holy cow." It was kind of cool. Small world kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. StreamYard now has, when you go to pull up a screen, it has entire screen, window, or Chrome tab. Wow. If anybody's been on StreamYard lately, they've done a bunch of updates on it.
It's always said entire screen, window, or
no, it's different.
It's only said window or tab.
It's never said. I've never seen it say Chrome tab. Well, real guys. Yeah, real guys.
Yeah, real guys as opposed to
mid-morning break in the afternoon.
That's what I'm trying to say. Real guys. Hang on, your own camera.
I knew where you were going. Let's do a drinking game. Take a drink every time they say "back in the day."
Back in the day, right? All right, you guys. Here's our mid-afternoon break. Mid-afternoon break.
Hiding in my shell, all I need is a guardian. Looking through the glass, my armor is scarred again. Facing all life's mysteries, I will survive and thrive. More than just a snail, I'll prevail. I'm not just for cleaning up your mess. I am a snail. I am a snail. I am a snail. I am a snail. Color morphs all around, you won't see me backing down. Mysteries are in my shell, myths I wish to be dispelled. I am more than just a pet, I'm the snail you can't forget.
We're in need of a guardian with the key to the water that's got the golden parameters full of calcium carbonate. But to get to the heart of it, this is only a small part. Our lyrics were designed to help you snail it from the start. Don't treat us like janitors, poor nutrition won't manage us. All those amateurs thinking that these conditions won't damage us. Bringing up the heat so we breathe like carousels. It's an endless wave, another clutch of jade. She'll be parasailing to her grave. Purple or magenta, black or brown, we breathe and true. But none of that matters if we're battered down and feeling blue. We die if we dry like chestnuts roasting on an open fire. So keep that lid on tight to save us from our own desire. Looking up at you as our guardian in that ivory tower, imparting your knowledge and giving it that unbridled power. You decide and guide if we'll survive and surely thrive, or am I just another snail trying to stay alive?
I am a snail. I am a snail. I am a snail. I am a snail. I am a
Snailed it.
Hi, Fish Fam! Are you struggling to gain new subs or followers? Would professional graphics, captions, and ads help you to sell more products? Perhaps you need a marketing strategy that works for your business that is also cost-effective. You're not alone. Millions of businesses across the world struggle with this problem. Good marketing plans, poorly executed, cost businesses billions in lost revenue each year. What is the solution? The Social Media Lady, a digital marketing agency. This team of seasoned marketing professionals works with your small business to plan and deliver a solid blueprint to drive more traffic to your website, YouTube channel, and social media. You can check out our work right here at the Aquatic Morning Show, as we currently provide their social media marketing as well as the majority of their graphic design services. When you decide you're ready to level up, schedule your free consultation at thesocialmedialady.com/fishnews.
right. What's going on? Sucks for y'all. It's sunny for me. Yeah, it's storming here in Louisiana, especially North Louisiana. I believe South Louisiana too. Mississippi, Arkansas. It's like moving. The bad tornadoes were in Mississippi earlier. But
this
you
weather
ain't
is
got the first butt dance yet. Ain't nobody done the first butt dance yet.
I know, right?
Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. Freezing mist. Where are you at, Liquid Rock? Interesting. Dee Dee, is it not coming your way? Can't hear you, baby. You're muted.
I said, I don't know. I'm oblivious. My husband tells me when I need it.
Did you hear I'm getting a Frady hole?
A what?
A Frady hole.
Yes, I did. I saw that one day. Awesome.
I was like, but I ain't got it yet. And the tornadoes are coming today. But they ended up being a little bit further south than us, so and east.
I guess right now you'll just have to dump in the ditch.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, tornadoes aren't anything to play
Snowing
with.
in Seattle.
Wow.
When I was in Seattle in the Army, when we were up there, it snowed, and it seemed like it was the first time it had snowed since like 1912 or whatever, year that they've said. And nobody could drive in the snow up there. It was worse than here in Texas when they shut everything down. Yeah. And the way that I understood it was because of the way that it's surrounded by the mountains is why it's raining all the time, but it's also why it doesn't get cold enough to snow. But I guess now it gets cold enough to snow more often than not.
Wow.
But what do I know? I only lived there for 2 years, and it was a beautiful country. I always said if there was any place I'd move, it'd be up there to Pacific Northwest.
Really?
It is pretty.
It's beautiful up there.
All right, shake your money maker.
$1.47.
Well, all right, well, thank you. I meant to say hi to you earlier too. Here we go. Thank you, Whip. Bathtub time? What the heck, Alex? That's okay. I take y'all to the shower too.
Yeah, you run, get in the shower, the bathtub. So we've taken all of our bathtubs out and made them shower. So
yeah,
we've got to jump in the toilet, I guess. That'll be crappy.
Because for 30 years, everyone is from LA also moved to Seattle. But yes, the city also only has seven hills, over 500 feet.
Yeah, but it was 30 years ago when I was in Seattle area, or Tacoma to be, specific. But yeah, that was
tornadoes.
That was 30 years ago. Oh my God.
The hurricanes aren't by the time they get up here, they're really not that big of a deal. I mean, we may get some wind and a lot of rain, but I mean, like, they're really not. They're not that big of a deal when they get up this far. But if they're on the side of the tornadoes, that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, some of the footage that Shanna showed when she was going into the woods and stuff.
Yeah.
And the thing where she and Skipper went with the water and all that.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful. Of course, every place has beautiful stuff. I live by the ocean, so I mean, it can't get much prettier than that.
It was one of those things that I woke up every morning, looked out my barracks window at Mount Rainier. And some days, most days, yes, it was cloudy and drizzly. But when it wasn't, it was just beautiful to wake up and see the mountain right there outside of my window. And I come from Texas. I don't see stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Come from tumbleweed rolling on Lawson Drive. Yeah, we don't have hills here either. When we go about 3.5 hours west, we start getting little foothills, and we go wee when we go over a little 2-foot hill.
Bunny.
And we have a big time when we go on the overpasses. Go up the curve. Yeah, it doesn't take much to entertain me.
Is that another student?
Yes, it is. Samara, hey. What's up?
Hello.
Pimpin' Shrimp, what's up? What's going on? Y'all, these are kids from the class that I was in today. Miss Heather's class, which is a friend of mine, John's wife. And I get to be in her class for the next 2 days. I was in it today and then until Thursday. So these are some of the students, because I told them that I would tell them a secret at the end of the day if they were good, right? And so that was a secret. I told them that I had a YouTube channel and we watched.
And did you do butt dances on it?
No, this is the first time they've seen the butt dance.
And well, you need to explain where the butt dance came from, Jess.
Yeah. Okay. So now that Skipper's in here, so late one night we were all hanging out on YouTube, and I think so. I won't tell you. It's a secret. Storm's so bad you got disconnected. So the butt dance came from, I was cleaning tanks and I was back here behind this green screen, and I didn't realize that I kept bending over and moving, and I was on camera, and all of a sudden Skipper decided to put me on the big screen. And so boom, I made a thing of it. That's what it was. So it was fun.
See, water change dance.
Yeah, water
that's
change.
That's the way Miss Jess entertains herself at her at-home time.
And when you're doing all this water and cleaning dirty gravel and all that, you got to do something. For entertainment the other day, I was dumping out I don't know what size that flu ball tank is. Stephen has one just like it. But it has the built-in little sump area on the back with the black plastic.
Yeah.
And I had pulled all the water out, down to the substrate. And I had scooped the substrate out because, you have a little bit of water left in the thing. So I took it to the sink to dump that out. There's that much water still in that sump area. And when I lifted it, it came right down my hair, across my face, right down the front of my shirt, inside the shirt, all that nasty bottom water.
Fish poo.
I said, they better do something good for my hair.
Right?
You think of it as beneficial bacteria.
At least I had my mouth shut at the time.
No kidding. Yeah, Louisiana officially has one hill, and we call it a mountain. That's for sure. That's true. That is true. Lincoln. Okay.
So after that, everything else in the fish world is good.
Genesis says, hey, Genesis.
Now, who is Genesis?
Another
student.
Kid? Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Another student. Y'all are awesome. Skipper, I may or may not have had something to do with it. Just say, no, you had a lot to do with it. And a little bit of substance too.
That
was one of them nights.
That was during COVID times, and everybody was home. Everybody was streaming on somebody's stream all day long.
All day long.
I remember when I first started watching you, there was you, Mike, Skipper, George Aquaballs be on there a lot. Tennessee, Robert.
Yep.
And maybe one more. There were 6 of you that was always on somebody's channel.
Yeah. Yeah, we were, it was like we had nothing, literally, we had nothing else to do but to be on somebody's live stream. But you're an angel. What you talking? Okay.
That's why I was holding up the halo.
Oh, okay. Red shoulder, green serum. What?
Miss Lori's looking for some of those.
Oh, I'm looking for some black lace angels for someone. And then I'm also looking for the ones I've always been looking for. And I need to get back with Jason. I forgot to do that. I forgot to send him a picture. But
no, it's not frozen, LB. Skipper's horns holds his halo up. That's about the truth.
Right? Bunny Viper Aquatics, why are you trying to traumatize these kids?
That's what I figured, Skip.
Yep.
I had to use my arms.
Mine just follows me around.
It's a secret.
A light will come down and shine on me sometimes.
Miss Parker, it's a secret. During COVID, I was enjoying the empty roads.
Yeah, that's true. Everybody was home.
Yeah, I mean it. I even had. I mean, we had a lot of people on panel, and I would string for hours. Like it would start in the morning, and sometimes it would be mid-afternoon before we ever stopped. 4 and 5 hour streams. It was crazy, and they're still on the channel. Like they're way back in the beginning.
6-hour stream, yeah.
But I don't think I may have done a 6, maybe even a 7, but I don't think I ever went past a 7.
I know there was a couple of times Brian and I did a couple of 3-4 hour streams, you know, on random nights or whatever when we were bored.
Of course, you could always count on Terry for an all-nighter.
No doubt. Just from Miss Shamara Parker. That's a secret. I'm not gonna say.
Do we have any history today?
Not unless Alex wants to come up and do one live.
Wow.
Oh, he's going
Just
to
way to put him on the spot right now.
Right?
He's going to go back to Florida, y'all. He's going to go down to Florida again.
Right?
Get it together. Hurry up, Alex.
Come on with it.
He's going to be near Tampa. I think Nano Aquarium guy is close to that area. I'm thinking. I don't know why I think that. So you might get a chance to see him.
Oh, man. Why am I in top chat?
Let's see.
I hate when that happens.
Okay.
Alex is in his tub, Bunny said.
He's what? Oh, in
He's
the tub. We don't want to see.
Sometime, remember?
Yeah, he did say it was tub time.
Yeah. Hey, y'all, secret aquarium.
Why does it not come up?
He's getting his bubble bath.
History. Why is it not coming up? Well, it doesn't matter now. I'll pull it up under a different. I'll see. Let me see. Alex, did you do any this week?
Hey, y'all, for some news.
News.
There's news.
News. Hang on.
Yeah,
Is it breaking news?
No, but it's very important.
Well, that's still good enough to do the breaking.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Yep.
Let's see. Where's it at? Can't find it. There it is. I don't ever get to hit that button.
I know it. Well, you know, tomorrow is the last day to sign up for the Fish Fam Christmas.
Oh, there you go.
So if you're planning on doing it, you better get her done because it's only 30 days in November. So it ends, you know, as far as donations and all that stuff coming in. So if you got something to do.
Either, so you can't get on the donation list after tomorrow?
Well, I don't really know because they got the plan out. I don't know if that's a cutoff there too. But we could go to fishfam.link real quick.
There you go. I was going to say, I know there's somewhere you can find that.
Yep, we go to fishfam.link. You can find out anything you want to know.
Hey, did y'all see on my video, the last video I just put out? At the end of it,
you made a video.
I saw you made one
on the worm.
I've lost StreamYard.
At the end of it,
where am I
at the end of it, there's kind of like a tribute to fishfan.link.
Aw.
I have lost StreamYard.
Oh.
I can hear y'all, but I can't find you on the computer anymore.
Interesting. We can see
that
you.
Because you're looking around at a tab or something?
Well, I was, but I mean, normally I can get down to my E and find you again, but I can't find you.
Thanks.
I still have the pop-up chat. Okay, there it is. Whew, found it. Let me see. Can I share my screen?
Yeah, you got the buttons. You should be able to.
He didn't do
I'm not seeing the buttons.
Because he's going to Florida.
I don't have the buttons. Is that called
Really?
present, maybe? Is
Yes.
that new?
Yes,
Present?
present.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Slides, extra camera.
then share screen. Share screen.
Okay. Let's see.
And then it should be Chrome tab.
It's been so long since I've done this.
I know.
Okay. Did it work?
Yes.
Okay. So let me close that out. We want to find out all about Fish Fam Christmas. So just go on this cute little tab right here and pull up Fish Fam Christmas. And we can find the rules and everything. The donations, who's given it, who signed up. The rules here. And I don't see a date on it.
Uh-oh.
But that's not a rule. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. The event will run from December the 18th through January the 1st of January. But I do know they said something in one of the videos about.
We're not seeing the screen that popped up.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, because it took it to another tab.
Yeah, another page, another tab.
Okay.
Which you can just back out and bring it back up if you want.
Well, let's see what this. Can we play this video?
Maybe. They may take it to another tab. Nope, there you go. It's going to play it. Might have to turn it up.
Is that? Do I hear jingle bells?
Oh. Merry Fishmas, Bex.
Santa! I'm so glad to see you. I was actually just trying to figure out which one of these that I wanted to donate to Fish Fam Christmas, but I just don't know how to do that. So how do I go about donating?
Well, those are incredibly pretty fish you got there. But I'm going to turn this over to my legal guy. This is Eric the Elf.
Hey, VCs, how can I help? Hey, Eric. So I was just asking Santa, I want to donate some prints to Fish Fam Christmas. How do I go about doing donations?
First, we love donations. Fish Fam Christmas is entirely run by donations. What you want to do is email us at fishfamchristmas@gmail.com and we'll get right back to you.
Perfect. And now that I think about it, I'm also a streamer on Wednesday nights. So how do I go about signing up for inviting Santa to come on my channel?
Well, your streams are about the aquarium hobby, so you are eligible. All you have to do is click the link down in the description, fill out the short and easy form, and we'll get you signed up right away.
That sounds easy enough. But how do I go about winning all of these awesome things?
Well, what you want to do is there's another link in the description that shows all the channels that have signed up. Click that, follow it, and make sure you're subscribed to everybody. That way you're notified when they go live between December 18th and January 1st. Santa will be joining one of those, a random stream during that time. And remember, Santa can be in multiple places at once.
Ooh, okay. Well, that also sounds easy enough. I think that pretty much answers all of my questions. I am so excited about this, you guys. I love Fish Fam Christmas.
I think we've got a lot of work to do, little buddy. Merry Christmas, everybody.
That's great. That's such a good video.
How do I stop sharing? Okay, I see it. I love that.
I know.
I've forgotten about that.
A good video. George RB3. He says, hello. And Bob's Aquatics. What's up, Bob's? Let's see.
Oh, my.
Ooh,
yeah, Christmas is a-coming.
Yes, it is. Crazy.
Oh.
But I did an hour and a half.
I really am.
Yeah. I was just looking at that. I was trying to find a fishery that was short, but that's not as easy to find.
Yeah, I did see Alex had done a way fish have affected human history.
Yeah.
Haven't had a chance to watch it.
But I got to get to a time that I can listen to it. Let's see. Let's see about this one. Let's see. Been a while. This was 20. No, this was 144. No, I'm going to back up.
Vibes.
Let's see. Gonna go down. Keep going down. Down, 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 down. Dang, how many videos do you have now?
Went down, down, down,
down, down,
fire.
Right? Here we go. We're gonna do 47.
Who was that? Johnny Cash?
Yeah. All right, you guys. Here we go. We're gonna do an old fishery. Number 47. I just picked it. I don't know what it's about. We're just
He
gonna
said he'd do one live real quick for you.
No, not in a tub.
With his rubber ducky.
If you're done with your bath, then great. I'll send you the link, but not in the tub.
Daggone it.
That was funny.
Where else? Good. You picked 47 just for me. You know it, Whip. Okay, here we go. We're gonna do number 47. We're gonna leave Alex to soaking. Oh, you're done? You're done? Okay, then I'm gonna send you the link and we're gonna do one live. How about that? You done it. You done said
this will be straight from the horse's mouth.
That's right. All right.
Oh Lord.
Invite. There we go. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna. Oh, you want me to do 40? What are we gonna do? We're gonna do it live. We're gonna do 47. Here, I'll do this. I'll put the link in chat for you anyway, and then.
He said, okay, he'll be there.
That's right. We'll wait for you.
Oh, wait. That was funny.
It's in there. There you go. That was quick. That was smoking quick.
What's up?
What's going on?
Not too much. It is just starting to snow, and my wife is not home. It's the first day she went back to work after having COVID.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know she had COVID.
And yeah, so
dang.
We'll see. Somehow I didn't get it. I was locked down with her the whole time, and I was like, well, I'm gonna get it anyway. So I was like sharing drinks and kissing her and all sorts of stuff, and never got it.
I thought you'd already had it though.
I may have. I was really sick when it like first happened,
right?
And I was speculating on it, but I don't know. But if that may be the case, because I never got it. So
right.
Yeah, you had the most expensive happy birthday delivery ever, didn't you? Where you flew over, said happy birthday.
Oh yeah.
Back.
Yeah, we were supposed to go surprise her dad in Ohio, and so we literally were on the plane, and they were like, you don't look so good, hon. What's wrong? And she was like, oh, it's just allergies. I took a test yesterday. It's nothing. It's just allergies. And they're like, well, we have some tests, so we want, you know, when you get off the plane, why don't you take it just to be sure? And she was like, oh, I just took a test yesterday. And they handed her like one of these little box tests that now we have a million of. And then we got off the plane, and at the car rental place, like while we were waiting for the car, she did it. Sure enough, it popped positive. And so we had been there her brother and sister flew into Ohio, and also her step siblings were there. So we came out from the bushes with her all sick and like tired and bundled up, and it was snowing. And we said like, surprise. And her dad comes running down the driveway to try to give her a hug. And we're like, no, stay back. 75. So wow. Yeah, so then we spent the rest of the trip, which we were supposed to share the Airbnb, this big mansion in Ohio. We were supposed to share with her siblings, all them and their significant others. And of course, no one wanted to stay with us. So then we had that whole big place to ourselves, and the cost to ourselves too. So it was the most expensive, Christmas or birthday surprise you could probably do. So.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But I've got some fishery news.
Yeah, let's get some fishery.
Alex, do you have pants on? Everybody wants to know if you have pants on.
Oh,
yes.
God. No. First, we gotta make sure you're out to bed. Then we gotta make sure you got pants on. Wow.
I mean, it's like 4 p.m. here, so like pants are pretty good. Like guess. It's like before noon, there won't be pants involved, but yeah.
Right. Well, we even got kiddos wanting to know what's fishery, Alex. What's fishery? Let's get our fishery on.
Fishery is the intersection of fish and human history, and I did a video in hopes of boring everyone so much that they wouldn't want little episodes for a couple weeks, and I did throw the link up. But it is the story of humans and fish and how fish actually changed our evolution. So there have been some recent archaeological findings that were published, and we covered one of them last week or 2 weeks ago on an episode of Fishery, which was they could prove that humans were heating and eating fish. So they were cooking it from 500 to 700 degrees, but not burning it. And they found cracked stones where they had buried hot stones that had already been in the fire next to fish wrapped in leaves, most likely. And then they would bury them just like a lot of people do in Polynesia and Native American tribes would do this. It's very common all over the world to pit, bury, and cook in an earthen oven. And this discovery was placed 780,000 years ago, almost 1 million years ago. So to some people, that's before humans may have even been humans. So it really changes the story of one, that we controlled fire. It shows in that site that for several thousand years, year-long periods, they controlled fire, and that they were cooking. And the way they can tell is really cool. They use the teeth from this fish that's now extinct because humans ate them all. But it was in the lake, and it was a type of carp that had bones in its throat. And instead of teeth in the front of its mouth, has bones to crush its food in its throat. And those bones have enamel, just like teeth. And they were able. Yeah, like our molars. And they were able to take those teeth, even though the bones had dissolved, because fish bones don't fossilize very well. It's very rare that you find a fish fossil because their bones are not true bone like ours. They're a cartilage usually, or a soft bone. Yeah. And so they disappear, but the hard enamel of teeth stays, and the DNA in teeth stays there, as well as a little bone. This is the other discovery. In the back of the ear or behind the eye of a fish, there is something called an otolith. And it's a little stone that's where the ear would be, and we have similar little bones in our ear. Hammer, anvil, stirrup are the names of the bones, like blacksmith names. But they have one that every year it gets a new coating, like a tree ring. So we can literally tell how old those fish were when they were eaten, so we know what size they were, even just if there's only teeth left and not the whole rest of the fish. And then the newest discovery is that we found out that that enamel turns into different crystalline shapes depending on how it's heated. So if it's been heated in a fire, like if someone put the whole fish in the fire, then it's going to turn into carbon that's in these straight columns, and it's been incinerated. Ooh. If it's been only heated indirectly, then it turns into triangles, then into squares, then into hexagons, and then into pentagons, and then into hexagons. In the way it looks like a jungle gym microscopically, the molecules, and that is just a weird quirk of chemistry or life on Earth that enamel does that. And so now they're able to say this enamel went up to 800 degrees because it's squares or whatever. And they're then able to tell how old the fish was from the little bone in the ear and the enamel around it. And now they can even see what the fish was primarily eating due to something called isotopes that are in the actual enamel. So they can tell whether it was a protein or algae or what kind of diet the fish had. And we can do the same thing with human teeth archaeologically. And I forgot to say for your students, I have a background as an archaeologist and a historian in college. That's what I went to school for. And the teeth that humans have, that is something really cool, that we can pull DNA out of that. But usually we can only go back around 40,000 years. So one, big news, there's a new way of testing that allows us to go even farther back and to use fragments of tiny, tiny samples. And we basically, it looks like a shredded newspaper, and we have to put all these little fragments together, like trying to tape together a shredded piece of paper again. And once we do that, we can actually read it like a full piece of DNA, which is really awesome as far as now we can go back around 400,000 years with some of that DNA reconstruction. Now, here's the cool thing about fishery today that actually isn't fish, but I think everybody will think it's cool. So the Tasmanian tiger, which has been extinct, the thylacine, it's been extinct for probably about 100 years. 1930 was kind of the last time it was in the wild. I think the last one in a zoo died in the 70s, maybe. So the Tasmanian tiger, it's oftentimes seen, and it's kind of like a mystery, almost like Bigfoot. Like, does it exist? Doesn't it exist? Well, they're pretty sure it doesn't exist, and people are seeing coyotes or dogs or, some sort of dog that's gotten out, rather than that creature living in Tasmania, which is part of Australia, just South Australia, an island. Well, now they have been able to take stuffed thylacine, because they use the real teeth from the thylacine, take the pulp out of the teeth inside the enamel, and they are cloning thylacines, and they just got the funding for it, and it's already starting. They are going to bring back the Tasmanian tiger, hopefully within the next 5 to 10 years.
What?
And yes, and wow. So there's a university down in Tasmania. I think it's in Hobart, at least a wing of a university. And they are going to use some sort of, I think, canine as far as what will carry it to breed it. But this opens the door for all sorts of things. And the way they know how to do this is they've actually done it with fish. So they've used zebrafish, and they've taken their DNA without needing an egg and sperm, and they've been able to actually use the DNA itself spliced into a stem cell, then put into a special cell from a distant relative. So they could use another Danio species that's still around, and they put the zebra Danio, Danio divario rario, and they can put that in there and then put that egg into that other species, and it will develop like a normal embryo with the influence of hormones and things in the first few weeks when it's in a petri dish. In the case of fish, it's only a few days that it takes, but they can give it the signals that a human body would give, or a fish body, or a thylacine body. And so they're able to now clone animals, and they're talking about doing this with the woolly mammoth too, and using elephants to bring it back. And the main way they were thinking of doing it originally was going to be to give an elephant a little bit of DNA and use what's called CRISPR technology, which is actually for a few $100s, you can use this technology at home, which is a little scary, but a little awesome. It's an open source genetic technology, and it allows you to basically cut and paste DNA into little sections and build DNA however you want. And so they were going to try to cross an elephant with one of those frozen woolly mammoths with a good sample of DNA, or maybe even a viable sample from a male or female, like egg of one. But now that they're talking about doing that, that would have taken the first generation would have been 50%, the second generation would have been 75%, then 87.5 or whatever. So it would have taken like 10 generations before you essentially had a woolly mammoth. And elephants take a long time to have generations. They're pregnant for like 2 years. So they decided instead, now that the technology is there, they're just going to basically cut and paste together woolly mammoth DNA, put it into an egg that won't be rejected by the elephant, and then an elephant will be the surrogate mother and give birth to it. Russia's doing that, but who knows what Russia's up to right now, because of they've been a bad kid lately internationally. But the thylacine is coming back, and it's thanks to zebra danios that we tested this on first, and then we did rice fish also. Medaka rice fish, and a minnow called mummy chugs that are from the coastal part of southeastern up into eastern North America. And I just think that's pretty cool that they're going to bring back extinct animals with that technology.
That's crazy, but like Dee Dee said, I hope they don't bring back dinosaurs.
I know, right? I think we've seen that movie.
Dee Dee, you're muted.
I think it's crazy that they used CRISPR in Rampage, the movie, and kind of made it seem like it's far-fetched, something that's not happening, but it's actually happening.
Yeah, I mean, it probably takes pretty high-tech labs to actually keep things viable that are long chains of DNA.
Right.
But it's very easy to alter a gene or two with CRISPR, at least to cause havoc. So it is a little scary.
That's really scary, because what if it's not really a woolly mammoth that comes out? What if it's something else?
Yeah. Well, and then the question is should it even be around? Like, it clearly was not equipped to live in our world anymore.
Right.
But the thylacine went extinct very much specifically due to a campaign to kill them all by farmers. And that was in the 1930s and 40s. And so, the end of it was. And so they actually know there's way too many invasive rabbits, rats, cats on the island now. And the thylacine would hunt those. And before those were all killed, because they were seen as predators to chickens and things, they didn't have a problem with the invasive rats, cats, and rabbits on Tasmania like they did on mainland Australia. And so they're hoping that they'll actually reintroduce the thylacine within the next 40 years.
Wow. That's kind of amazing, though.
Yeah.
Now, I wouldn't mind if they could just clone your favorite pet and you could always have your favorite pet.
Yeah. I want a perpetual kitten. That's what I want.
Well, Alex, we got a $10 super chat for the lovely fish story you did. Thank you very much for doing
that. I'll get out of here.
Amazing.
Yes. Yeah, we got a little butt dance going on. There we go.
Happy birthday to.
Wrong one, but we got to do that one in a minute too.
All right, well.
And thank you very much. And Alex did have to drop off. I kind of cut him off. Yeah, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to cut him off. It just, you push the button and it, anyway. But
kiss my ribs.
Yeah. No, not at all.
Eduardo.
And now Eduardo came in, so.
Hi, Eduardo, what's up?
I wasn't telling you.
You made it, but we're leaving now. Rico Stan is live, you guys, and he has got Mike from Fish Tank Barn.
Oh, cool.
So, yes, we need to go over there. And also tomorrow, whatever day we get to stream next, I will write it down in my notes. And Bob, I will do your happy birthday song. I promise. Didn't know it was your birthday, but it's kind of at the end. And so, yeah, I will get your happy birthday song from the Aquatic.
Happy birthday, Bob.
Right. Happy birthday.
You got
Bob.
another super sticker.
Another super chat or super sticker. Hold on. Thank you, Whip. And Craig Doniger meant to say hi to YouTube, but we was in the middle of a history. So, yeah. You guys make sure to check, well, not really the schedule right now with me, but I guess, I don't know, the best way to check to see if we're going to be live is just go to the channel and see if we, wow, Skipper.
Oh
Get her done.
Get her done.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Skipper. You shouldn't have done that. Thank you very much, though. Yeah, you guys go to Rico Stan. He's live. He always does a good show with those. What do they call them? The focus on. Focus on. So
yeah, Lori dropped a link there for everybody.
Good deal. Thank you, Miss Lori.
You got more dancing to do, girl.
Oh my goodness, you guys, we ain't never gonna stop. Thank you, though. Keep on coming.
Like it's hot.
Thank you.
And not to be outdone, Whip wants another one too.
Yeah. If you want to dance, man, come on up. Get her done.
And Greg ain't gonna let them have it.
Yeah, y'all keep showing these kids how it's done. All right. Well, you guys, we are ending.
Y'all.
We will see you guys hopefully tomorrow at it will be another evening show. So as long as ain't nobody else
will
doing
it be members only, or is it going to be everybody?
No, tomorrow it'll be everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah, we'll do tomorrow, everybody. So
dance your behind off again.
Oh my God, y'all. I'm gonna have to make it shorter.
And Skip.
All right, everybody, we love you. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Peace.
Bye.